Well, good morning everyone. I'm Grace and I've just turned 89. I've been living here about 30 years. I like my home, I like my bears and I like my garden. I've got all little baskets of bears there and over there. Oh, well, being a country girl, I love the country. And in those days, you weren't allowed to go to a bowling club and you weren't allowed to go into a hotel. Nice ladies weren't allowed in. Oh, I loved dancing and I had the rhythm. See, people looked at you when you did a jive, you know, oh, those hussies showing their petticoat. Well, I go like Mary Poppins, you know, I go for the wind. I gap her, don't I, you poor boy, you're patient.
The last thing I designed was the torch they use in the Sydney Olympics. Not the big one, the one they run around with. A couple of mine, that reclining nude is mine. This one over here, I was inspired here by Degas. That's not mine. Sophie the NIDA graduate. Very hard to get into, but they like that. This one here shows my two daughters, my son Thorsten, Chase. I own this now. Must be getting close to 20 years. I'm here for life.
I've been living on my own now for 9 years, and hubby and I had 59 years marriage and no children, but we travelled a lot and enjoyed ourselves. This is the kangaroo that my late hubby bought me while we were still living at Paddington in the early 60s. The following year, this koala, so these two little animals are returning to England to my great niece and niece-in-law. How's that? We love parties, and I still love them. And I still belong to 3 clubs. This is a seniors' paradise. It's all level. I walk for an hour every day. I've been doing that walking for 16 years. My day is not complete without that walk. I've always been determined to look after my health as best I can, and that is the reason I am what I am today. My aim now is the 00 with the 1 in front, and I'll make it. I'm still enjoying life here on my own, just the way that my hubby would have wished me to enjoy. And I enjoy every minute of every day, and this has been a special occasion.
Initially I used to teach music in high school for a year until I got polio, and then that took me out of circulation for a few years. I used to play the violin as the main subject anyway, and piano as secondary. Yeah. I'm always interested in technology. I've done a fair bit of sort of work on learning anyway, sort of on computer technology and electronic stuff and things like that. So I used to do my football training from here run up to Cook's Hill there, up the middle of the street. You wouldn't strike a car all night. Wouldn't like to do it now.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, so.
I was born during the Second World War. We didn't have what a lot of kids these days have. There was no soft drinks available, no takeaway food available, nothing like that. I lived in lots of countries.
I've lived in Germany, I've lived in Lebanon, I lived in China. I was employed as an interpreter for my Arabic speaking language. Marhaba, ismi Patricia. When did the wall come down? Because I was in Germany that year. I've got a piece of the wall too with a stamp on it. We sit out there on our little park and have a cuppa when weather permits. Yeah, we're all good friends, yeah. They were all really, really helpful when I moved in. The first day I came, they were sitting there actually, and they made me a coffee and said, come sit with us. So I did, and been sitting there ever since.
I don't think I could live anywhere else. I have a granddaughter, 21. She's my pride and joy. She's always been spoilt rotten. Her mother calls it a sham shrine, all the photos. My son, because he had to go to work, he couldn't be here to look after me, got Meals on Wheels and have been here ever since. And now she comes in Fridays, she comes in Sundays to make sure I'm all right. I say, for God's sake. She said, well, you're my second mother. I mean, I have made a lot of friends with the volunteers. My name is Mark Davis. I am 71 years of age and I have lived here all my life. Here I am and here I stay.